In a moment, we are going to be joined by Shamone Edwards, the founder of Pearls Tea and Company and etiquette director for City Girls Big Dreams. Hi, Shamone.
Hi, Nico. Nice to meet you.
Can you give us a little bit of background on who Shamone is and what she represents?
Yes, well, my name is Shamone Edwards. I used to be Shamone Johnson, but I have been married for 1 year now. So the name is still kind of new. But Shamone Edwards, and I am from Detroit. I grew up in Detroit, so I am a city girl with big dreams. And I graduated from Woodhaven High School and then continued my education at Michigan State University, where I studied communications. And from there on, I literally have been working in the field of communication. So I've worked in automotive, I've worked in the energy industry, and I've also worked within the tea industry because I've managed an actual tea house. So I've been doing a lot, trying to dip and dab into different things, like all things dealing around communications and tea. So a lot of my experience that I probably will talk to you about today will be derived from a lot of that.
Awesome. Okay, I'm already really excited about how you have you figured out that unifying skill, communications, and you use it for all the things that you're passionate about. So I'm sure we're gonna end up talking about that.
Go into journalism. So I pretty much dipped and dabbed into a lot of different realms of communication so that I can get an understanding of it. It's so vast that you can do pretty much anything within it. And so I feel like I've gotten experience in a little bit of everything. So, yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, exactly. What happens without communication? Well, nothing happens well without communication. So it's in everything. Yeah. When did you fall in love with what you do now?
So I started Pearls Tea and Company back in 2016. I started with an idea, a massive idea of what I wanted to do with it. And over the last 4 years, I've been trying to transform this business into something that I really wanted to make it out of. And I was trying to figure out, how do I even get started with this? So I was doing different things within the name, within the company. But I would say I fell in love with it just recently. So literally at the end of 2019, I made a decision to really focus on Pearls Tea and Company and really make a brand out of it and really just, take it to the top. And I wanted a product for it. So I knew that I love tea and I love to do different things with tea, like, serve it whether hot or cold. And I love the variety that comes with tea. And I wanted to share that whenever people come to my house, I offer them tea. So it's just a natural thing for me. I've traveled around the world, and I literally, when I travel around the world, I go to different tea houses to try different teas, see what cultures are, what they're doing with teas and how they experience the whole entire tea experience. So I've always been intertwined within it. And I wanted to show that within this company, within this brand that I'm creating. So Pearls Tea and Company, I fell in love with it literally in 2009 at the end of the year, because I really wanted to say, make this a commitment, go forward with it, chase after it, and just don't look back. Literally just take it to the roof. And so I've started making a commitment to myself and started actually putting an action to it, whether it be like my website, looking for tea products, researching different teas and seeing the benefits of them so that women can enjoy these teas without, or with knowing that this is something that they're putting in their bodies that's good. So yeah, I just taken all that into consideration and said, okay, let's commit to it. Literally marry that so that you can create what's in your head, because literally this has been an idea and a dream for me since 2016 when I first came up with the idea, and it's not leaving. This idea, the ideas, the vision that I have for it, it's not leaving. So this is just the beginning, and I love it. I love it. Even this past weekend, the launch, it was great. It was a great sign to let me know that yes, if you work hard, you can, achieve almost anything.
I'm so excited for you, and congratulations on the launch this
Thank
weekend.
you.
How did you come up with your company name? Pearls Tea and Company is such a beautiful name, and I have been curious about
Yeah.
it.
Thank you. So I came up with Pearls Tea and Company because, for one, I'm obsessed with pearls. I don't even know where it had started. I just always been obsessed with it. My grandmother used to wear pearls, so maybe that's my influence. But pearls are, when you think of a pearl, you think of like this classy, unique item, and I've been obsessed with it ever since I was young. And then I also named my dog Pearl because that's how obsessed I am. Um, so I wanted Pearls Tea and Company. I named it because I wanted to create this um, this overall experience, this overall experience of having tea and bringing people together to converse and have company. There's not. It used to be a big thing when people get together for afternoon tea, or you go to tea ceremonies and things like that. That doesn't happen as much anymore. You don't hear about it, and I want to bring that back. In the future, I have like some really big plans that I plan to actually have a brick and mortar to bring people together to have tea. So Pros Tea and Company right now, it's a name, it's a concept to bring conversation, to welcome people, to do things like that. But in the future, I think the name is going to unfold to many more things.
Did you know that you wanted to start your own business?
I would say that my family have been very influential. Ever since I was younger, I've always been surrounded by entrepreneurs. My dad has been an entrepreneur since I've been born, so for about 30 years. And my grandmother has literally taught the entire family, the entire Johnson family, how to make things and how to sell things. And they used to take me out there selling, I think my first actual way to make money was selling M&Ms. So like door to door. So I used to do a few different things and ways to make money. And so I got a feel of what it is and what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And I just knew that I have it in me as well. Like if they can do it, then I can definitely do it, especially in this generation where we have technology, we have a mass, just a mass network, more opportunities to be successful within entrepreneurship. So I was confident that I could take a stab at it and that, there's no limits to it. So that's pretty much my influence. Then with their influence, back in 2016, when I was working in my corporate automotive job, I was literally writing in a notebook. Whenever I got an idea, I was writing it down because I was determined to like take things to the next level for myself and to come up with a business that I could, be proud of and look forward to. So in 2016, I remember me writing different ideas. I had like book ideas, I had spa ideas, like just different things and that I knew that I was capable of doing, but that also I knew I would really like put some effort into, that I really could like mesh with. And Pearlstein Company was one of the ideas that stuck with me, that I had pages and pages of like ideas and plans and things and how I was going to go forward with it. So that was the year where I was like, okay, I want to go forward with this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Um, okay, this is a really unprecedented time that we are living through right now, what with
Mhm.
COVID-19. How are you juggling work, your family, and uh, all of this turbulence?
Yeah, honestly, it's been interesting. I've been having ups and downs, just as I'm sure everyone else has been having. During this time, I tried to slow things down, just like how the world was slowing down. I literally slowed down with it, and I did not have a problem with that. I actually thought it was a great time to just, go with the flow like water, and, take things from, whatever inspiration that comes next. So during this pandemic, I honestly been staying in the house, been working on things that I've been drawn to be more creative in. So when it comes to like how I've been juggling it all, I talk about it to my husband. I have calls with my friends, and I go and visit my family. I do things that are in a creative way to keep my spirits up. And literally, this has been a time that I've actually appreciated because I was able to actually get things moving with Pearls Tea and Company. So I was focusing on that, and I didn't have an issue really juggling it. I really just was going with the flow. And Tracy actually was helping me during this time, was just encouraging me, like, now is the time, like, you should do it. And I was like, okay. So I started to, just put everything together and really just like map things out. And that's how I've been balancing it all, honestly.
Awesome. I like that you flip
Yeah.
that on its head too, because it like the situation doesn't have to be a problem also all the time. Like it can also be
Mhm.
an opportunity. Now you have like the space and the time to work on the things that you really want to work
Absolutely.
on.
And
So
then,
that's
like, I know that during the beginning of the quarantine, people were saying, like, oh, if you're not, profiting off of this during this time, or if you're not making money during this time, then you're failing. I honestly did not buy into that. I couldn't, because that's how the world got me before, is because I always felt like I needed to be on their time. And so literally me just taking this time that I had to be in my own space to, figure out myself and what I wanted to do and how to move forward, that literally meant everything to me. And not listening to anyone else, but listening to what you feel inside, that was all that mattered. Like, now that I'm looking back at it, that literally was what has helped me, is just listening to myself rather than listening to everyone else saying, like, you need to do this like ASAP. And I'm like, I'm stressed. So
right.
you have to listen to yourself. You can't really go off of everyone else, because everyone is on different paths.
Oh, don't even get me started on that. We'll have a therapy session right here. Um,
Oh, therapy helps too. Yeah, you have to
yes,
talk it
right?
out. Yeah. Everyone, if you haven't tried it, try therapy in 2020.
Yes, right. I was a psych major in college, so definitely I gotta say, go try therapy, guys.
Yeah.
Um, do you have any advice for those female entrepreneurs that were starting their own thing right before the virus interfered?
Um, any advice before? You definitely have to, I guess what I would say is definitely, I'm not the person that'd be like, have a plan. I'm I'm just not. I'm more of like, go with your instinct, go with your gut, go with what is literally screaming at you. So if, like, let's say during this quarantine, because we're still in this pandemic, let's say you have an idea or you have a vision that you've been pondering on, that you really want to, that's literally been screaming at you, but you just keep putting it out. Um, Listen to that, like, really get in tune with what you are hearing, and try to act on that. It doesn't have to be big. You don't have to take it to the to the top as soon as you get this idea and stress yourself out. But just make small changes. So if you want to start a business, maybe you can start doing some research on your market, studying your market. Right now is a good time to learn about the audience and to see what they're buying, what they're listening to. Like with music was really big during this quarantine, and social media, what people are geared towards. So studying that, maybe that would have been a good, or it could be a good start to, you taking the next step to starting a business or whatever it may be. But I definitely would say, listen to your gut, and really believe in yourself. As cliche as that may sound, honestly, your vision is what you see, and no one else can see that. So you really have to work on strengthening that vision so that you can just stay focused, like tunnel vision. Because that's how I was able to do, or that's what I was able to do with this. Like, literally, those were the things that I've done during this quarantine, is just stay focused on this.
Excellent. Awesome. That is
You feel
really
me?
awesome advice. I don't think it's cliche at all. I love it.
Yeah. Even
Um,
Beyonce says it. So.
Right? So you know it's good advice.
Exactly.
Um, do you have any women who influence you to get where you are today?
Yeah, I have there's so many women that influence me. I meet them probably every day. I will probably see them on YouTube or hear about them, other ways. So pretty much I like to look at inspiration, I guess, in categories. So right now, my biggest thing is confidence, and I love how women express themselves through like their femininity and like the way that they wear their hair or their clothes, and playing around with scents that make them feel confident. And so, like for me, that's a big thing because I feel like once you have confidence in something, then everything else will fall through. And I definitely would say old times women like Dorothy Dandridge. I love her style. I love her confidence. Eartha Kitt, I love the way she just like moves the audience and the way she sings and just like have so much fun with what she's doing and not a care in the world, just showing her talent in her way. Um, Even though it's entertainment, to me, I take that internal and I internalize it to like, how can I bring that out to what I want to do? And so I love their confidence. I admire that. And there's other women too that are big, like Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama. They have their strengths that I also look towards to for inspiration. So there's always different things that I'm inspired by. It's usually not just one person. Um, I would say someone that's closest to me that I'm lucky to actually have in my life to call up and hear and listen to and things like that is my grandmother Shell. She definitely is my confidence booster. Like she encourages me through letting me know what books to read or just talking to me about what are some things that she has done that has helped her get her confidence or has helped her get her ideas. So I look to her for a lot of things, and if I need some advice or if I need to just like let something out of how I'm feeling and how I should interpret it, she really helps me. I mean, just I don't know. It's to me the biggest thing right now in my life is just having the confidence, and everything else will follow. And those women have inspired me.
Awesome, right? And
Yeah,
you gotta have, well, first of all, we are so lucky that like we have so many positive role models and that like we get to stand on
absolutely.
the shoulders of giants, but then also to like have like that person that you can like talk to also and
Mm-hmm.
get their advice and get that is also really awesome.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
can you tell us more about the collection of your teas that are out?
Mm-hmm. So right now with Pearls Tea and Company, I have, well, first let me just let you guys know who do not know, Pearls Tea and Company is an online tea boutique. So what I have right now are different premium loose leaf teas that are good for your body, internally and outside. Like these are teas that I handcraft that I have literally designed based off of my research and knowledge of teas that benefits for certain things. So I have two teas. I have actually I have them right here. One moment. So I have two teas right now. One is an herbal tea. This is Wondrous Love, and this is a lavender chamomile tea. It's really good for nighttime if you want to take something that is very relaxing, that is very calming. And I would say take a sip of like a cup of this an hour or so before you have to go to bed, and it will literally put you in like uh I don't know. I don't want to say like a dream, but it will put you to sleep. And you have like very good dreams. So I called it Wondrous Love because I just love that the idea of it relates to how you actually feel inside. So you feel really calm and tranquil, and this tea literally is described just as that. So Wondrous Love. And my second one is a black tea. This is Never Bitter. It is an Earl Grey based tea. It's really good for during the day or if you want to wake up to have like a pick me up. So Never Bitter it's made with lavender, Earl Grey, and it has raspberry leaf and citrus. So all of those things are good things that are for your body. They also still have a feminine side to them, like with the lavender, the French flowers from, the flowers from France, excuse me. But I wanted to have I wanted people to feel like a certain essence when they're drinking the teas. So whether it may be you drinking this bold black tea, you can smell it and you can see it, and you when you drink it and taste it, it's just like you feel everything. And I want you to get that experience when you're drinking all of my teas. So all of the teas that I do have, they have a very good aroma. So when you smell them, they make you feel good. And when you taste them, they make you feel even better. So yeah. And right now I have a large one and a small one.
Really, I need to order something. Those sound so good. I am tossing and turning so much anyway. Like I need the one for sleep.
Yeah.
And then lavender and citrus, Earl Grey just sounds so nice.
Very
Oh
good.
my goodness.
Yeah, very good things to boost your immune system and just like give you that kick.
And it's good
And
for
it
you.
smells
It's
divine.
amazing.
I love Earl Grey. That's my favorite tea.
Exactly. How can you go wrong? That's really
Yeah. And so in
awesome.
the future, I'm going to be having a lot more added to the collection. So if you follow Pearls Tea and Company on Instagram or on Facebook, I would definitely, blast that on our social media accounts to let you know when the next teas will be debuted, or what else we have that's in the store, because not only do I want to sell loose leaf teas, I also want to have other tea accessories, so like strainers and teacups and just entire tea sets. I want to bring all of that to you so that there's a one-stop shop place for you to go to get all of your fine things, your fine china, your fine premium loose leaf teas, so that you can have a tea party one day, or, just to
Right?
have accompany your own self.
That sounds really, really awesome. And I already
Right?
trust your style, so I'm ready for that to happen. I'm gonna be buying
Yeah,
teacups from you. You can count on that. um,
absolutely.
so guys, please go follow her. Well, after the interview, wait. But
Hmm.
we will definitely have links on our accounts, and please go follow Pearls Tea and Company and Shamone Edwards after this. And I want to, of course, ask you about your GoFundHer profile. You have a project on GoFundHer.
Yep. So I created a profile through GoFundHer, and I wanted to use this platform so that I can get help enhancing my brand. So on my profile, I am asking that people donate so that they can help me out with actually enhancing my products. So the packaging, the design, and the packaging. So I have a goal on there that I would like for you all to go on and check out. The goal is to really just help, like I said, enhance this product and take it to a whole nother level. I really do want to gear it towards people that want to have the overall experience with their packaging, from when they receive it in the mail to when they open it to when they actually are drinking it. I already have it down packed as far as them drinking it, because I know this is an amazing thing for anyone who loves tea. But the packaging, I know it would definitely it could use some improvement. So if you could, and if you have it in your heart to donate via GoFundHer, do so. That was an ad. Yeah,
Yes, right.
that was a plug.
Honestly, though, we might be cutting that out. Don't be surprised if you see that in our stories, guys. Please, guys, give to this project. I see it already in the comments. GoFundHer.com/Pearls Tea
Yes.
Company.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm in love with your style, so can't wait to
Thank
see
you.
what the packaging is going to look like when you
Thank
have
you.
your final touches on it. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and my closing question is, how do you know our founder, Tracy?
Tracy. So Tracy and I went to Michigan State University together. And we've always crossed paths and around campus and things like that. We've had lunch a few times in the cafeteria. it wasn't until she started her business, literally selling jewelry. So she started doing that, and I was drawn to it because I love jewelry, and everyone on campus, all the women on campus love jewelry. So she used to host these jewelry parties, and I used to always go to it. And then even after college, we kept in touch and we always supported each other with each of our different business ventures. I was always rooting for her, and we just became really good friends over the years. And we became really close talking about entrepreneurship, just talking in general about life and being healthy and doing things together, living our best lives, all of that. So Tracy is one of my great friends, honestly.
That's really awesome.
Yeah.
I definitely have some people I've crossed paths with at college, and who was friends with in college, who I hope I will be able to call upon uh,
Yeah,
and talk to
you
about
can
those
make
types
those
of things.
connections. Yeah, you should
Right?
definitely make those connections, especially if they may be in different fields, like different majors. It's always good to have a therapist, or good to have someone who is an entrepreneur, someone who is an engineer. You never know when you may need those connections, and I definitely think that in college, that is an awesome place for people to just like start their networks.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Thank you, Shimone, for joining us for this interview. This was awesome.
Great. I'm happy. I mean, I've been looking forward to this day, and so I'm very appreciative. And you're an awesome interviewer. So I
Thank
really
you.
appreciate you taking the time to interview me.
Of course. Oh my goodness. Well,
Absolutely.
I hope that we get a chance to talk some more in the future.
Hmm.
Thank you again.
Okay. I will see you. Check out Presty and Company.